know a lot of people who have seen Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Attack on Titan, Parasite, Nisekoi, Dragon Ball Z, Shonen, just every show that you can think of that every common person knows, even Naruto especially, that sometimes I just don't feel like watching some of those shows that people tell me to watch because, they think it's the perfect series, because those series are just absolutely like, you have no reason to obviously tell people to watch them because they will watch it anyways because it's so popular and they want to, talk to their friends about the show. But sometimes I find shows that not a lot of individuals know about, and I want to review shows that not a lot of people have heard of, such as Bartender. Bartender is a slice of life, so I'll be reviewing slice of life animes a bit differently since slice of life animes don't really have an actual progressive plot. So this is episodic, just like how Death Parade is. So if you've seen Death Parade all the way to the end, I believe the Funimation dub is still ongoing. So if you're watching it and you want to find a show that's like Death Parade, well, Bartender will basically be a little substitute for that void that you might have. So how they're very similar is that basically Deckham's bar, if you don't know, Death Parade basically talks about the concepts of death, whatever, and after you die you either go to hell or heaven, and then they show you the concept of reincarnation or void. And Deckham's bar is where everyone starts off, choose their game. So basically Bartender doesn't talk about the afterlife or anything. It talks about the issues of people and why they come to a bar as well, and even the concepts about spirits as well, to how the spirits itself are the drinks as well, and how if you're basically a person goes to a bar almost every day, or you even drink out of a bottle, or even if you don't drink alcohol at all, this show will actually hit you in the heart and be one of those diamonds under the rocks that you just absolutely wish you could keep watching. Bartender is a 11 episode anime. Yes, it is very short, but Bartender doesn't really even feel like 11 episodes. It feels like it's a movie every episode. Well, to a person who's never been to a bar, obviously this just give you a little, refresh and tells you what bars all about as well. So basically, let's start off the little, story of Bartender. So basically, Bartender talks about the Glass of God, Sasuke Rue, and basically an Eden Hall in Ginza, and basically talks about the entirety of the bar with different drinks as well, the history of the drinks, where the drinks are from, and especially it focuses on the customers. So since this is episodic, there are different customers. Different customers are basically different people with problems as well. Some have depression, some basically are fired, some people have no inspiration for anything else, and they come to a bar to basically calm down and basically be in this location that they don't need to worry about work as well. And they even explain that bars are basically like a place, a hideout where people can come and just relax, and they explain why there's no clock in the bar so they don't have to worry about time as well. And Sasuke Rue, basically he is from France as well. He previously worked with these two bartenders who are very excellent, very high rated bartenders, and eventually decided to make his own bar named Eden Hall. And basically the mysteries of Eden Hall is how can the Glass of God, a normal human, or basically how a normal human can solve all of the people's problems as well. And he has this very brilliant memory, able to remember people's orders from a long time ago and just be able to present them in the order that they set it in, which has extraordinary memories as well. He's able to remember things that even the customers themselves are probably forgotten. He helps multitudes of people as well, and it's very relatable. The thing with slice of life anime that I really enjoy is that it's absolutely relatable as well to some of the issues of the customers as well, but at the same time it's very extraordinary as well. So it's relatable, also it's realistic, but at the same time it's also unrealistic in a way, but both of them fused together in an enjoyable way. So the animation for this show is obviously, there's no fighting scenes, no nothing. The animation is actually quite smooth as well when they're doing the whole drinks and the pouring as well. So it's very something that just won't wow you, but it's very soothing in a way. And just the way they place the scenes as well, explaining different things and showing different colors as well. It's absolutely, what can I say, simplistic, but it's not bad at all. You will definitely enjoy it. Now the art style is very different from the animation. Animation is basically movement, and art style is actually how the mangaka and basically the producers, actually draw it to animate it basically. So they're both similar, but both different. The art style for the show at first kinda reminded me of a Kyoto Animation work. I have no idea if Kyoto Animation did the show at all, but it reminds me of it in a way. So basically all the art style, the way Sasuke Ruko looks and how the different characters look as well. You won't like it at first if you don't like, Kyoto Animation works, but you will eventually get used to it. You'll eventually appreciate the art style for what it is, a very simplistic art style with characters that are oddly drawn but very unique. The personalities of the characters are definitely what I like about this show as well, and the opening is very catchy. Must I say, I absolutely just adore the opening, and I just hum to the opening whenever I can, of the different ice shakings and the shakers and the drinks, and even the opening leads to as well saying, you're a very strong person, but you have a weakness, so let me help you. That's what bartenders are supposed to do. It's supposed to help you ease the pain as well, while introducing different drinks that might also help the customers as well, because some customers come to the Glass of Gods. He has this reputation, Ginza, to basically test him to see if he's truly an amazing bartender, and some of them get their minds exploded with how much Sasuke Ruko has truly helped them out. So if you love a show that's very simplistic, if you love slice of life anime and you love alcohol, especially alcohol, people, basically this video is for the RPG Nation members that absolutely love basically a Diamond on the Rock type shows, a very good show that's not very popular, a show that's very detailed about the history of alcohol and its origins, and also just a show that kind of replaces Death Parade. So basically, folks, that's all I can just say about this show. You have to find out yourself if this show is truly worth your time or not. For me, I thought this show was a lot longer than 11 episodes, but at the same time, I used to watch the show at least once a day. So I watch one episode in a day so I don't burn myself out. Sometimes I watch 2 episodes a day, just in case that episode is really good and I wanted to watch more. But definitely the show was not a waste of my time for sure, but not a lot of people are going to like this show. This show is for those people who are willing to have an open mind and just love the slice of life genre, because not everybody loves the slice of life genre. Some of them find it very unneeded, very boring. It's basically for people who are realistic people and want the shows to be as realistic as them as well. The different customers have the different personalities. One of you guys can actually relate to one of the customers' personalities of depression or having no inspiration. I basically found a customer who almost had no inspiration, and he was exactly like how I was. I think I'm probably gonna be like him when I'm much older as well. So basically, I do give the show a recommendation to at least watch it. I don't believe the show is licensed in North America, so you can't really buy it, not by Funimation or by Crunchyroll, so you have to find a way to watch the show as well. Just the way the show tells its episodic type stories, I definitely would just keeps me coming back again and again as well. And basically also the ending theme is very unique as well. So basically it's shot in a real life bar, and obviously they would the bartender will be the same guy making different drinks. Basically the episodes have these highlights of drinks. So basically one episode could be like Jack Rose, for example, which actually is a drink in the episode, and then the bartender towards the end of the credits will make a black or Jack Rose or a black rose, so whatever is the main drink, he will make it towards the end. So overall, that's gonna be my review of a Bartender. I must apologize if I went on a ramble, but hopefully you guys will decide to watch the show. And if you do watch the show, please let me know in the comment section below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. Let's shoot for 2 likes on today's review. Basically, I hope you guys will enjoy these reviews as they come forward, since I'm not doing episodic reviews anymore. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this style. Subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever episode you use. Be sure to watch the show. Only 11 episodes. Absolutely a Diamond in the Rock. And let's get later. Farewell.